Howdy y'all, welcome to Coppell, Texas. Here's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna hit the streets. I'm gonna walk you through some different neighborhoods at some different price points so you can see what it's like to live here and maybe what you can get for your budget. And if you stick around all the way till the end, I'll even show you the top listing in all of Coppell so you can kind of see what the ceiling is here, and I'll even show you some of the main attractions along the way. So if that's what you're looking for, then stay tuned because we're getting into it right now. Hey ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for the most thorough deep dive into all things Dallas, Texas and the surrounding areas, then I invite you to subscribe down below and make sure you tap the bell for notifications so that you can stay up to date on the current market here in Dallas, Texas. We drop new videos every single week. My name is Jimmy Webb Jr. I'm a local real estate agent, born and raised here, and we're getting tons of calls and emails every single day from people just like you who are ready to make a move here in Dallas, and we absolutely love it. So if you are thinking about buying or selling here in the Dallas area, then you got to reach out. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or jump on our calendar if you want to jump straight to a Zoom with us. That is our favorite, be able to put a face with a name, but whatever way is easiest for you, we've got you back when making a smooth move here in Dallas, Texas, or in Coppell, like I'm here today. I'm hanging out at the farmers market in Old Town Coppell. This is kind of a really cool area. You've got some of these homes around here, and then some of these, they look the same, but some of these are gonna be actual like shops, like little boutiques, or like I saw an accountant's office over there. So you've got a little bit of everything going on in here. But I wanna give you a brief introduction on Coppell before we head into the neighborhood. So first thing that you'll wanna know about Coppell, okay, is this was rated the #1 best suburb to live in all of Texas. Okay, so yeah, Coppell's got a lot going on, a lot to love. Location-wise, you're about 25 minutes away from downtown Dallas, and you're really bordering the DFW airport, a major airport hub, obviously. So, maybe 5 minutes away. Really cheap Uber ride over to the airport if nobody can drop you off, right? But median home pricing here is going to be $388,000. 72% of people own their homes here, and you've got a population of 41,000. The median age of that population is 40 years old, so it skews a little bit on the older side, but you have some younger groups coming in here as well. As you can see, well, they're behind this transformer box right now. I bet this is a good view over here, so I'm gonna get this view going right here. There you go, young couple with a little baby. So yeah, median household income is $122,000. So yeah, the job market here is very strong. You've got a few Fortune 500 companies out here in Coppell. The schools are highly rated across the board. I talk about this a little bit later, but it's the #4 rated public school system in all of Texas. So very, very good schools. And the vibe is really, you've got a really dense suburban feel, okay? So it's gonna be one of the smaller suburbs. And so therein lies some of its charm, right? With that kind of laid back vibe to it as well. You've got a lot of like brick, walls and trees on some of the main streets. So it's a really cool feel to it with like the big boulevard, the green boulevard with the trees on the middle on some of these main streets out here. So it's a very nice look out here. And so, yeah, a lot of people love it out here. But, the con is because it is smaller, you don't have a whole lot to do. So if you're looking for some of the more fancy options, things to do, you're gonna have to travel maybe a little bit to go out there. So, historically, Coppell was actually a small farming village that was transformed into an upper middle class suburb after DFW Airport came in 1974. But now that you know the stats, the history, let me fulfill my promise. I'm gonna take you through some different neighborhoods at some different price points so I can show you all the different styles of living out here in Coppell, all right? So let's cruise. All right, welcome to the first neighborhood. Now, of course, usually we like to start out at a little bit lower price point, but hey, things are a little bit different out here in Coppell. So this home that we're gonna feature at this price point is going for $395,000, 3 beds, 2 baths, 1,900 square feet, which is gonna put you at $208 a square foot. And this home was built in 1979 on 0.16 of an acre. You've got a 2-car garage on the back side as well, which is you'll access by the alley. I'll talk about that in a second, but definitely very important to have a car out here in Dallas. If you didn't know that already, we're pretty spread out. Our public transportation is not that sophisticated, so you're definitely gonna want to have a car. So actually, let me show you. So this whole alley thing is pretty popular out here in Texas. You'll see it quite a bit. And so what happens is, to protect the front side curb appeal, you know, if you can kind of see it through that sliver right there, you'll have the alley access. So what that means is it goes back in behind the homes where, you know, you'll drive there in your garage. That's how you'll access your garage that'll be in the back, okay? But yeah, this is a very quiet street. You know, you got the cul-de-sac down there. You've got a big old oak tree right here. And yeah, as far as styles go, you know, that traditional brick style is going to dominate in here. But I will say, people have gotten pretty creative on, you know, the little unique touches. Like, you know, I mean, this gray brick home, you know, but they put the wooden shutters. It's a nice touch. It makes it look a lot better. If the shutters weren't there, you know, that gray brick would look kind of ugly, you know, honestly. So, you know, you've got the lighter brick on this one, and I'll walk down so you can kind of see this. I guess we got some yard work going on over there, so please pardon the noise. But yeah, listen, most of these are gonna be move-in ready, of course. You know, some of them are built in the 70s, 80s, 90s, like that one was built in 79. So depending on which home you find, it might need some updates, obviously based on your preferences, of course. But yeah, most of them are gonna be easily move-in ready to go for you. But let's talk about the schools now. So, you know, listen, Coppell was actually ranked the #4 best public school system in the state of Texas. Okay, so yeah, that doesn't happen by accident. So, you know, you're definitely gonna have some great schools out here. Public schools is what I was gonna say, but I just said schools. But public schools, you're gonna have some great schools out there. But you know, I went to Green Hill. If this is your first video, you know, I'm a private school kid. So, you know, if you're looking for, and I'm still very involved in that community. So if you're thinking about private schools or considering that, then definitely you're gonna have to reach out to me, because if I don't know the answer, then I definitely know the person who would know the answer for you, okay? So, hey, if you like what we're talking about so far, hey, please tap that like button below. It would mean the world to us if you did that. Definitely helps us out. Thank you so much. And make sure you're subscribed as well. I'm telling you, you definitely do not want to miss the next video that we drop. So make sure you tap the bell for notifications so that you can be notified when that comes out, all right? But yeah, this should give you a pretty good idea of what you can get, if I could speak today, what you can get for kind of that $400,000 range in Coppell. And what I'll do now is I'll drive you through this neighborhood, and I'll do this for every neighborhood, by the way, so you can kind of get a feel for it, and then we'll head to the next neighborhood, all right? I'll see you there. Hey, so real quick, I wanted to show you the Trinity River Kayak Company. So this is right here in your backyard, very close. You know, if you want to do something more local instead of going, you know, maybe a little bit further out to like Grapevine Lake or Louisville Lake, you can come over here, do some kayaking. They do some fishing trips as well. So this feeds into the Trinity River. That's the Trinity River right there. And so, you know, just met my buddy Jeff, who is, you know, he'll teach you the history and everything on the one of the guided tours, but you can do some self, you know, tours as well, do some fishing and everything. So make sure you have that fishing license though. Otherwise that's a that's an ugly ticket if one of the wardens comes and catches you. So yeah, just wanted to show you that this is here, really close by, but let's go to the next neighborhood. See you there. All right, welcome to the second neighborhood. So you might remember these from the intro. So we're looking at the Old Town Coppell and that park that's right there. You can see some moms walking their babies, but I wanted to show you kind of what these were going for if you were interested in them. So this one right here is going for $520,000, 3 beds, 3.5 baths on 2,600 square feet. So maybe a little bigger than you might think. So going for $199 a square foot right there. And then you've got a 2-car garage on the back side. Again, there's an alley on the back over there. And these were all built in 2012 on, 0 lots. So if you're looking for something that, doesn't have a lawn that you have to take care of or anything like that, then you might, this one might be calling your name. But let me walk you around a little bit so you can kind of see. I mean, all of these in here are really that craftsman style, but they're just painted, different colors and everything, right? So, like there you've got a blue one. You've got some different, like you can see, you got the balcony on this front one over here. But yeah, really cool, kind of, as when you're around a town square, it'll be a little bit busy. Like I said, the mom's walking back there. Somebody's trying to back up right here, so I'm gonna stand here for a little bit and talk to you. So, so this isn't the only style of home that you can get in this price point, okay? But I did want to just kind of feature these if you were interested in them from the intro, right? But you have your typical neighborhoods as well, of course. But generally, again, it's going to be that traditional brick style that's really going to dominate out here. And then one thing I did need to mention to you is, especially in this price point in Dallas, these are getting eaten up pretty quickly. So speed is definitely going to be your friend, definitely something that you're going to want to keep in mind. All right, you're going to want to have all your ducks in a row. And of course, that's something that we can help you out with and get organized with if you'd like. So, but let's talk about something that isn't so popular, and that is the property taxes, okay? So here in Coppell, I will mention, so the property taxes here are 2.71. So for Dallas, it is a little bit on the higher end. So, here in Dallas, it ranges from, 1.9 to 3.4. Okay, so 2.7 is getting a little bit on the higher side, above average side here. But yeah, and listen, I know a lot of people love to complain about the property taxes here in Texas. And listen, I get it. It is higher than other states, but you got to remember, of course, we don't have that state income tax. So I actually do another video where we talk about, I literally compare and contrast from A to Z, literally everything, all the taxes that are involved. And not to give it away, but yeah, I think Dallas wins the contest there. So yeah, just something to keep in mind. Listen, I think our team takes a different approach, right? Complaining is not a productive use of time. Jim Rohn talks about you spend 5% of the time identifying the problem, 95% of the time on the solution, right? And so it doesn't matter what the market is doing, what we're back at the Old Town Square. It doesn't matter what the market's doing. Really what I want to know is what your lifestyle is, and our job is to find that one dream home. We don't need to find 100, we just got to find that one at the right price. And I believe that our team is the best in the world at doing that. So, but that should give you an idea of, what you can get for that 520. This is obviously a little bit unique, but if this is what you're looking for, of course, you got to reach out, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or jump on our calendar if you want to jump straight to a Zoom with us. That is our favorite. So, but with that being said, yeah, I mean, I can drive you around a little bit in here. I mean, they do kind of all look the same, so maybe it'll be a little bit shorter, but we'll do that, and then we'll head to an attraction, and I'll see you at the next neighborhood as well. All right, see you there. All right, real quick, I wanted to show you Coppell Nature Park. So you've got 66 acres of nature park back here, 6 miles of trails as well. And this is on the back side of what's called Wagon Wheel Park, where you've got baseball fields, you've got a batting cage right here as well, and then you've got some soccer fields on that side as well. So a lot of sports go on here at Wagon Wheel as well. So yeah, just wanted to show you this, but yeah, if you want to get away for a little bit, get into some nature and just get in tune a little bit, then you can come out here for a nice little break from the day-to-day. So with that being said, let me take you to the next neighborhood. See you there. All right, welcome to neighborhood number 3. Now I'm really excited to show you this neighborhood actually because it's kind of like its own little world back here. But usually I show you some new construction, and I got to tell you, there isn't that much as far as new construction development goes out here in Coppell. You're gonna wanna look at the northern part of Irving for that. It'll still feed into Coppell ISD, so you'll still have access to the schools, you'll just have an Irving address instead, right? But if you can still find 2010, 2015 and newer if you're looking for a newer home, of course, right? But hey, this home right here that we're gonna feature in this price point is going for $830,000. 5 beds, 4.5 baths on 4,000 square feet, which is gonna put you at $202 a square foot. You've got a 3-car garage on this side over here. And this home was built in 1995 on 3/4 of an acre, by the way. So you've got a little bit more space to spread out here, okay? So, hey, one thing that I did notice as I was driving through here were, you've got some different styles going on in here. So, you've got a brick and stone combination right here. I noticed some colonial style in here, which looked really nice. Actually, that one had, both of these have the columns in the front, so a little bit different style going on there. And then this one that I'm looking at, here, I'll get you a better angle of it. But you have a different kind of brick pattern here. Of course, most of it's gonna be, again, dominated by that traditional brick style, right? But you have the different pattern, and then some herringbone pattern on this side, right? So you'll have a little bit different thing going on there. Wonderful lady walking and getting her morning walk in out here. But yeah, hey, let's talk about the safety now, right? So if you're looking for a gated community, then you can definitely find that out here in Coppell, of course. I talked about a little bit about that by the River Chase Golf Club. Noticed a few over there, of course. Now Coppell got rated a B- by nice.com. Not sure why it was rated so low, honestly, because when I looked at the numbers, everything was well below the national averages, right? But it also said that 72% of residents felt that there wasn't much crime to speak of, and 91% of residents feel that the police out here are very visible and responsive, right? So, I would say it's very, very safe out here in Coppell. So if safety is one thing that you're worried about, is one thing that's high on your list, then I think Coppell would be a great choice for it. It doesn't get rated the #1 suburb in Texas for a reason, right? Or without the safety, right? So anyway, so this should give you a pretty good idea of what you can get in the 800,000 range. I'll give you a little shot down the street right here. Very quiet street. Of course, that's a cul-de-sac down there. You've got some big trees down here. Not much traffic is going to be flowing through here, right? But so that should give you an idea here. So now I'll give you I'll drive through here so you can kind of see it for yourself, and then we'll head to the top listing in all of Coppell. I'll see you there. Okay, real quick, I wanted to give you a sneak peek of River Chase Golf Club out here. So this is a beautiful golf course. So you have this river that kind of interweaves through the whole course. So yeah, you've got a lot of water, so I hope you're accurate off the tee box. But you got the 9th hole right there, and then the 10th tee box is just on that side. Obviously you have your driving range right there, and then you have your putting green to practice on your putting. Hey, if you want to raise your score, you gotta be a good putter, so make sure you practice that. And then driving around here, I noticed there were a ton of gated communities right around here. So you'll have some probably some golf course views out here if you buy a house around here, kind of on the golf course out here. So it'll be gated, it'll be safe, and you'll have some great views. So yeah, just wanted to show you this. But with that being said, let's head to next neighborhood. See you there. All right, are you ready for the top listing in all of Coppell? Well, here she is. This one is going for $1.2 million, 5 beds, 4 baths on 4,500 square feet. You've got a 3-car garage, and this home was built in 2004 on 1/3 of an acre. This is a custom home. You've got 4 different living areas, and it's situated on a very quiet cul-de-sac out here on this street. Inside you've got a beautiful chef's kitchen with fully state-of-the-art appliances. You've got a fully loaded media room upstairs, and you can relax in the peaceful backyard with the saltwater pool that overlooks the creek back there. You've also got a hot tub and a fire pit back there as well. So if you want to be surrounded by nature in a very beautiful home, then this one might just be calling your name. Now, I will say, this is what's top of the market right now, as of today. But I have seen homes that are a little more of a grand scale, a little more extravagant than this one. So if you're looking for something like that, then we'll have to wait for those, I guess. But this is the king of the hill right now as we speak. So with that being said, let me take you to the next location, and we'll do a nice little recap on Coppell here for you. I'll see you there. All right, let's put a nice little bow on Coppell here for you. So I'm coming to you live from Andrew Brown Park. This is a big park. It's actually split down the middle by Denton Tap Road, just over there. And so there's an east side and a west side to this. But the cool part about this is you have homes that back up right onto this. So, looking out onto this lake, there's a fountain on this lake over here behind you, but this was a little bit better view. So, these homes don't come on the market too often, but, hey, that's why you got to have us working for you so we can let you know when those are coming. You might hear the airplane coming through right on cue. The airport is just up the street. So let's get into it. Some of the pros of living in Coppell are obviously you're going to be super close to the airports. You're going to have some gated communities in here as well. It's really a kind of, as I'm driving around here, you really kind of get that sense that it is a higher end community, a higher end neighborhood, right? And so, like I mentioned before, with the streets, with the brick walls and the trees lining those main streets, with the boulevard and the green in the middle and all the trees going through the middle as well. It's really a nice setting here in Coppell, and obviously rated #1 suburb in the state of Texas, I think for good reason. The only downside really from my perspective is, you don't have a plethora really of options as far as, high class dining or high end shopping goes. So if you want some of that, then, you'll have to travel a little bit. But, I think the pros are gonna outweigh, I have to go to here if I wanna, go get a nice bite to eat, or if I need to go shopping. Ladies, if you need that perfect dress or whatever, go to North Park. It's about, 20 minutes away or so, and you'll be just fine over there, okay? It was actually rated #35 suburb in the nation as well. So top 40, hey, that's pretty good, right? So anytime you're ranked that high, you know, that's got to speak volumes, right? Now it's also, as far as safety goes, they said it was 86% safer than all of the cities in Texas as well. So if safety is important to you, then you're definitely going to get that out here in Coppell, okay? But some of the attractions that are going to be close to you are obviously Grapevine Lake. So if you like your lake life, if you have a boat, or if you're planning on getting a boat, then Grapevine is just up the road. Same with Louisville Lake, it's a little bit further north, but that's going to be right here. The farmers market, which I showed you at the very beginning as I walked around kind of that Old Town area. So the farmers market happens every Saturday from 8 a.m., which is the best time to go because you get the best selection, right? And it goes all the way till noon, year round that happens, okay? So if you like your farmers market, then that's all right there as well. Also, I didn't mention this earlier, but so Hard 8 barbecue, arguably the best barbecue in Texas, maybe the nation, okay? Hard 8 does not mess around, okay? That's right around the corner from Old Town Coppell as well over there. And then you've got Bahama Beach Club as well. So if you want to get some sand volleyball in, you know, just have a good time over there, then you can always hang out over there as well. Cowboys and Rangers over in Arlington. You'll just go on the other side, on the west side of the airport, go down over there, maybe, you know, 30 minutes away to get over to a ball game over there. And then if you want Mavs or Stars, then you'll go to downtown, you know, 25 minutes away. That's in downtown, right? So 25 minutes away, like I mentioned earlier, okay? So, but wrapping it up here, you know, I think I always like to give you 3 words that I could summarize Coppell into, and those are going to be, the first one is you got to have the great schools as the first kind of priority there. You know, everybody's looking at the schools, and it definitely delivers here in Coppell. Second is going to be safety. You know, it's very safe around here. You know, I think the numbers speak for that, and just the general vibe of it as well. You're gonna get that safety element. And the third one, I've got to say, it's charming here, right? You get a little bit. It's not too big. You know, you still have that kind of small town feel a little bit. And like I mentioned in that first neighborhood, right? Some of the ways that they got some of those details on some of those homes, you know, it was very creative how they do some of that. So that added definitely to the charm of Coppell as a whole. So it was really everywhere, ubiquitous everywhere, right? So anyway, hey, if Coppell is where you want to be, then you got to reach out. You know, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or jump on our calendar. If you want to jump straight to a Zoom with us, of course, that's our favorite, being able to put a face with a name. And hey, if you like this video, then please tap that thumbs up button below. That would help us out a lot. Thank you so much. And make sure you're subscribed as well. Definitely tap the bell for notifications. I'm telling you guys, you don't want to miss the next video that we drop. So make sure you tap that bell. And hey, I want to invite you, if you're continuing your search here, I want to invite you to tap the Dallas, Texas living name below, head to our main channel page, and use the search bar within our channel. So you can look up whatever it is that you're looking for, whether it's a topic or whether it is a specific neighborhood or area. You know, odds are we've covered it. If I haven't covered it, drop me a comment below. Let me know which, whatever it is that you're looking for. And drop a comment if you have anything else that you'd like to say about Coppell. If you have any questions, happy to help you out there, of course, you know. But obviously, you know, we bump up the priority for these videos based on the demand that we're getting from you guys. So let me know what you guys want, and I'm happy to deliver it for you guys, all right? So if you don't know where to go from here, you should definitely see some videos popping up on the end screen right now that can definitely point you in the right direction. We do all sorts of kinds of videos out here, so make sure you click on one of those. And until the next video, I'll see you around town.